Hello and welcome to ecmobile. This video is designed to show you the process of performing a manual scan during the pickup process. To give some context, we have already scanned the arrive location barcode and have selected the pickup stop from our stop list. From our pickup stop screen, you can see key elements to remember. If you look at the numbers below pickup pieces, 0 of 15. The 0 indicates how many pieces you have scanned on, for in this case, the pickup, versus the total number of expected pieces, which is 15. The pieces section will allow you to see all your expected pieces. And the pieces missing section will show you those pieces that have been missed during the scan process. To begin our pickup, we will select Pickup Pieces from this menu. From our Pickup Pieces screen, some key elements to remember are the drop-down menu under Delivery. This gives us a list of all the stop names and stations on your current route. This is important because if we are asked to conduct a manual scan, we will need to select the correct stop and station the item is going to prior to scanning it. Other key fields are the Last 50 Scan. This gives us a list of pieces we have already scanned, and the Missing Pieces section, which gives us an idea of what we have left to scan that was sent to your device from the pharmacy. We will begin our pickup scan by making sure that we have a cursor in the piece reference field. This is especially important step for our iPhone users. Best practice for scanning is what we refer to as the swoop method, which will be demonstrated here. We use this method because of how powerful a scan method ScanDit is. It can read barcodes that we may or may not want to read, even accidentally.
First, prior to pressing our scan button, we will put our camera in position in line over the barcode and put our finger over the camera, letting almost no light in. Once we hit scan, get as close to the barcode as possible, remove your finger, and pull away slightly until the camera reads the barcode. Then we can move our finger back in place on the camera and set up to scan the next barcode.
And let's begin our pickup scan by pressing the scan button. We received an error message that shows us that this piece is not on our device. Best practice is to wait until we have scanned all pieces to look for those that have not scanned or the exceptions. The device is asking to add here. We should not. Click No, and we will see if this piece needs to be added with a manual scan. There are several reasons a barcode would not show up on the device. Piece being redelivered from a previous delivery. Last minute call from a facility, which forces the pharmacy to print a barcode after closing a release. Pharmacy to e-courier transmission delay. There is a 5 to 8 minute delay from when the pharmacy closes a tote in their system to when it is received on the device. System failure. The systemic issue could occur on either side, pharmacy or e-courier, and will usually affect most, if not all, pieces from showing up on the device. Operations staff will contact the pharmacy and will confirm a systemic issue. Once they have confirmed, they will ask us to complete the full manual scan process, which is selecting each stop and station manually and scanning all freight on for pickup. Best practice for this process is to ensure we stage our freight by stop and by station. This way we have all leg pieces grouped together to ensure we have a clean load scan. We've completed our pickup scan, and we received 2 error messages on the phone indicating piece not found. First thing we should do to see if these need a manual scan is to check our missing pieces. We can check this by hitting our scan button to close ScanDit and give us visibility to the entire screen. If the pieces show up on the list, that may indicate there was an issue reading the barcode with the camera. If so, we should try scanning the piece again, perhaps in a better lighted area or from a better angle with the camera. If the piece does not show up under missing pieces, then we should do an update to the system to ensure any additional pieces were not added to the system after we logged in. Hitting the back button should take us back to the Pickup Stops menu. From here, we click Update. Once we update, if there is a change on the number of expected pieces, then that might have been the culprit. We can verify that by pressing the Missing Pieces section and checking our piece number and comparing it to the ones we received. As you can see, they do not match either piece in our hand, so we should add these pieces with a manual scan. Let's add our manual pieces by going into Pickup Pieces. Please note that our default destination stop is the finish stop, which is the pharmacy. If you scan manual pieces that end up on the finish stop, operations will delete the order and ask us to complete the pickup scan again, except with a full manual scan as mentioned earlier in this video. It is important that the pickup scan is done correctly and with 100% efficiency. The extra 5 minutes it may take to ensure our pickup scan is accurate may save us 20 to 30 minutes on the road. This piece belongs to stop APGN 600. We will click on the drop-down and select our correct stop and station. If we do not see the correct stop and station on the drop-down, we should contact Central Dispatch or our operations contact who can add stops to this order. Then we will need to update once added. Once it shows the stop on the drop-down, we can scan the barcode. We will be prompted to add this piece again, but since we have verified the correct stop was selected on our drop-down, we can add this. We will now select the stop for our last piece using the same process, selecting the correct stop and station. Our station is APGB Unit B. Scanning the barcode. And hitting yes to add. Once we have scanned on all of our exceptions, the best practice before closing our pickup stop is to ensure we have no more items to scan. We do that by checking under missing pieces. As you can see, we have one rogue piece that we do not have any freight for. We will discuss this in our next video. Here's an example of a pickup with no missing pieces remaining. The end goal during a pickup scan is to ensure we have no missing pieces after everything has been scanned. Once everything has been scanned and there's no missing pieces, we can go ahead and close out our pickup stop. We'll do so by hitting the back button, and that will bring us back to our pickup stop menu. From here, we will select Stop Complete Enter POD to close out our pickup stop. You should receive a prompt confirming you want to close Stop POD. Press Yes, and this should bring us back to the route menu. This concludes the pickup process. Once you are at this point, you should make sure all items are with you in your vehicle, and you can make your way to your first delivery stop.